Alright, welcome to Second Earth Alternative. This is your host, Felipe Osorio. So, you know how we like to do it in the show. We like to keep it deep. We like to go in depth into the topics that no other mainstream news ever touches upon. We're like the type of channel that basically gets censored. Are we being censored? I don't know. We used to get like 100,000 views. Now I put out a 53-minute episode, which I thought was pretty amazing. And it has about 600 views. So that's probably the least we've had from any video. And I thought that video might have been one of the most impressive video because the type of information that I was giving is not even subjective. It's very objective, verifiable information. It's mathematical information. So look, I've seen other channels complain about this. We know Alex Jones just got kicked out. We Are Change is very worried. Something is not quite adding up. I'm wondering if YouTube is playing around with that with the algorithm, you know, kind of claiming a laissez-faire system. Like me, don't like me. At this point, when you give me 600 views, I'm just gonna say how it is. So, sorry. So what I really want to talk about today is I wanted to showcase an image that I got from one of the alien abduction victims. I don't like to use the word victims too often because a lot of these people are courageous individuals and they don't victimize themselves. But this is somebody who had an alien abduction experience. He's been providing us with some amazing images. If you guys have not seen the images yet, I will showcase it to you. Here. So as you can see, there are UFOs basically punching through clouds. His images have been verified before, but what I wanted to do with this episode is take a new image that he sent me. It's nonetheless remarkable, I think. So yeah, let's take a look. So this isn't an actual image of a UFO. What this is an image of clouds. I know there was another UFO channel, unbeknownst to, because I've had this image for at least a week, they just posted an episode about weird clouds. So this is kind of on the same topic, so forget that channel. I'm not trying to diss anybody, but there's no relation. So basically, before I show you the image, I need to show you how I'm able to authenticate this. So as an example, I pulled up this authentication program, and I want to quickly show you what happens when I put an image. So I just shot this image of my hand just no longer than like 10 minutes ago. And so I'm gonna put the image in the authentication program. Let's browse it. We'll put the number, you can see the number right there. We'll upload the image. And this is a great program because it gives you all kinds of tools. One of my favorite ones is this ELA, which kind of gives you a nice analysis of the pixel density ratio. And if there are alterations, it somehow seems to show. And let me show you what I mean. So if I were to use the other image real quick. So this is the altered image. Let's put it in there, upload the file. And then check out what happens when we put the ELA, okay? So here's the image. Look at that black spot right there. Okay, you may not be able to see that on the image itself, but once you look at the pixel density ratio, you can start seeing that there was some kind of Photoshop alteration. You don't really see the alteration just on the image itself. It requires you to actually go in there and see this big black blotch, which really is just a slight blurring. It's no more than that. So now that you guys understand how this photo analysis process is happening, I want to show you the metadata. So the metadata of this is showing me that not did it just come out of my Samsung phone right over here, but there was also a Photoshop program involved. And there are alterations that it shows up right here. Here's the Photoshop And it says right here, history software agent with Adobe Photoshop. This is one way that you can start analyzing photos. I mean, when you do photo analysis, you have to go through all kinds of different levels, but something else I want to show you is that I'm using the brand new Samsung Note 9. It has like almost like a 2.8K screen, the Samsung. And if you look over here, you can see that the XCF image width and XCF image height was basically the pixel ratio of my phone. Now that you guys see some basics of photo forensics, let's look at the image from the individual who's had alien abductions before and who has provided all kinds of previous evidence to us. So at first he sent me a picture, and let me show you what happens when I put this picture. It was called unmanned, right? So I went over and I put in photo forensics, this unmanned image. So I uploaded the file, and the moment that I uploaded the file, and I realized that there was a software that he was using, Picasa, okay? So then I asked him, I emailed, hey, do you have an original of this image? And sure enough, he does. So let's look at the original of the image. Remember, this individual has gone through alien abduction experiences. If you guys have not seen this, please check out the episode. It's very, very informative. And so yeah, let's take a look over here. So we'll go to his image, 0.jpg, and let's upload this file. What is strange is there is a very distinct square over here, and that could be that the lighting has started to clip over here. So I believe that this actually makes sense as a natural artifact. But let's look at the image metadata. As we can see, it says here it's an Apple computer, and he took this, appears last year, because if you look over here, it says here that the profile date time was July 7th, 2017. So this picture is at least 1 year old. It comes from an Apple computer. He told me he took it with a phone, right? So can we verify this? Let's take a look. The image size, 640 by 1136 pixels. Here we go, we got it, guys. So it looks like he might have been using an iPhone 5. It says here, iPhone 5 contains 4-inch 1136 by 640 resolution Retina display. And it says here, display is a P3. I'm pretty certain the P3 display is a Retina display. 1136 by 640 matches the dimensions of the photo. Guys, I think we got a forensic match. He said he used the phone. We can figure out that this was iPhone 5, possibly iPhone 5S, taken last year on July 7th. And as you can see, there's no other programs. There's no Picasa, there's no Photoshop, there's nothing. This image came straight from an Apple computer, an Apple iPhone. So now that we've established that, let's go ahead and take a look at the image. So you guys may not see this right away. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to start zooming in and see if you guys can kind of spot it for yourselves. Like I said, it's not a UFO per se. What we're talking about is a cloud. So maybe you might think, okay, you're reaching here, Felipe. I mean, this is like second earth, like conspiracy crazy talk. This is just a cloud. You know, some people might think I'm looking in the sky and just like making things up. I think that if we use Photoshop, we can kind of get a little bit deeper into this question, figure out what's really happening here. So what I like to use a lot is the image channel mixer. So we're gonna go over here and we're gonna put a channel mixer. And let's start playing around with the channels. Let's see what happens. So this is the gray version. Here is a blue filter. Wow, look at the red filter. Okay, yeah. So look, I'm gonna go with the red filter and start kind of applying there. The red filter is just kind of like a setting. I mean, basically I can, you know, manually adjust these settings on my own will. But take a look at the cloud. Tell me if you still think that this is just a cloud. Are you guys kind of seeing this? So we're gonna up the red channels on the highs, and I'm really trying to see if I can distinguish any shapes within this cloud. Okay, so let's stick with that for now. I'm gonna increase the layer. Let's put a vivid, guys, look at that. That's, I mean, if this is just a cloud, that's a hell of a cloud. I mean, I want to fly my drone right through that hole. I want to literally take my drone and fly through that hole, through that cloud, because that would be the most amazing shot. Because look at that thing. Now, is it a UFO? I'm not saying that. Because CERN apparently creates a lot of weird clouds. Apparently HARP creates weird clouds. So I don't know what is creating this. What I can tell you is that an alien abduction individual who has experienced alien abductions has described it on the show. We've broken it down for you guys. We've shown the similarities with other abduction cases. We've authenticated other images of UFOs literally punching through clouds. And the same individual gives me this. Basically the Michelin tire man's ribcage floating in the sky. I mean, that's what it looks like. Just a big rounded marshmallow circle. It just looks very anomalous. I'll be honest with you. This thing looks like it has a little bit of structure. So I'm gonna ease off on that layer real quick. Let's see if we can see this thing a little bit better. What I find so interesting about this topic is that oftentimes when we do have a UFO sightings, I mean, these things are still, at least in some theories, biological units. It could happen that these guys accidentally showcase themselves when they're not supposed to. I mean, think about Roswell crash. You think those guys wanted to crash on a near nuclear weapons site? You know, and for those who are new to this topic, and you don't know anything about Roswell, that site is a nuclear weapons testing site. And a lot of ufology, a lot of UFO events happen around nuclear weapons site. So, like I said, I'm not saying this is a UFO, I'm not saying this is an alien, I'm saying this is a really weird anomalous cloud from somebody who has had alien experiences. What do you guys think? Yeah, it's guys, it's just kind of very strange. So we know that this was taken with an iPhone 5. We know that this is an original file. We know that this came from somebody who had previous experiences with alien abductions. We know that this image does not seem to show any other anomalous tampering. So that's why I want to share this with you guys. You know, this is an actual authenticated image from somebody who has had alien abduction experiences. So moving on. If you did not know, I live in Los Angeles. In this neck of the woods, we don't get a lot of cool storms or cool weather phenomenon, so to speak. However, yesterday, it was kind of intense. I had no idea there was a thunderstorm coming, and suddenly you can just hear it, like this big event was like on the horizon. And so I decided to pull my camera, and of course our Dalmatian dog ran away like a little chicken, but the cat was pretty curious. He was there watching. So, and there was some intense lightning. Some of it, I'll be honest with you, I've never seen lightning like this before. And so I thought, you know, since it's such an anomalous weather phenomenon in Los Angeles, since it's such strange lightning and it's even entertaining in how the pets react, I thought, you know, maybe I'll just share this with the audience. So if you guys are into it, take a look. Having this huge storm here, right, in Los Angeles, and the cat is like all about it. Like he actually wants to like be in the storm, and our big Dalmatian dog is apparently chickening out. Hello, Chloe. Oh no, there goes the guitar. What are you doing, Chloe? Where's she's still hiding, huh? She wants to dig herself a hole. Oh my goodness. There's like a huge lightning storm. Oh, there he is. Hey, bud. Come on. Let's watch it. Come on. Let's watch it together. Come on. Let's go. Come here. Yeah, see? He's the courageous one. He wants to watch it. Yeah, let's take a look. It's a huge, yeah, it's, oh shit. Did you see that? Oh wow, that was kind of close, I guess, a few miles. Actually anomalous. We don't usually get huge lightning storms in Los Angeles, but oh, there goes another one. Yeah, see, you can hear it. He's like, nope, I'm a cat. Now I'm gonna chill. He was like literally just standing here like the Sphinx, just like watching the lightning storm. All right. Oh shit. Oh wow. That was dope. That was very cool. Let's see if I can get more 100. Wow, look at that. I think I heard some random dude in the background say shit. I guess that's one thing to comment on. Mother Nature has no mercy. Los Angeles, don't give a shit. I do think that this like 9 to 5, let's go to work cycle is not beneficial to human society. I think there are better ways that we can accomplish things. So yeah, I'm hoping that this episode, even though it has nothing to do with what I just said, it's actually more to do with pyramids, that it will trigger that type of questions, the ones that really make us think about our paradigm. So, well, holy crap, what was that? Was that like a transformer or something? What the hell was that? That was so weird. What is... Oh my goodness. We're getting all kinds of activity here. I don't even know. I'm sorry. Every time I see that dog, it just cracks me up. Hey, thanks a lot for sticking with me. If you guys have not seen the previous episode that only has 600 views, I highly recommend the episode if you guys have 1 hour to spare. It's long, but I believe that the information there has the potential to knock your socks off. It's the type of video that you need some time to look at it, but once you put in all the information, it could really make you rethink about your own paradigm and what all this is all about. Or at least that's the hope of it. But anyways, if you want to support us, you can go to patreon.com/secondearth. This is Felipe Osorio, signing out.